Jesus freak here. I'm probably not gonna do any more shopping this year, at least. That's, not a lot to say, as it's December 15th when I'm recording this. Anyway, I just went out earlier today and dropped about $100 on groceries. Mainly, there were a few things that I'm like, I got enough food to get through the month, regardless if I go buy more. But I said, I'm going to go buy a few things anyway. Because until now, they've still been giving us some extra food stamps in the middle of the month. I don't know how long that's going to continue. I can't imagine it's going to be that much longer. But it means it's a lot easier to do real good on my groceries. So most of it was, munchies, but I got some meat for this and that. I got stuff to make a few particular things. We'll see how it works out. Carrots and celery were buy one, get one. I use those actually quite a bit. You wouldn't think, Those are two of the few vegetables I can stand, so I do buy them a lot. And they don't really go bad that quickly compared to other produce. So, and because I tend to, stuff my face on New Year's Eve, I got a little stuff for that, though that won't really be that big a deal. The idea was the less I have to go out during this round of the mask mandate, the better. If I could, if I had the clout, I'd probably say, let's all crash the New York State economy and force Governor Hochul's hand. But, I'm just one person. New York's a pretty big state. A lot of people from outside New York just don't realize how big we are. I think it's 500, 600 miles from here to New York City? Anyway, I also, every once a year they give us a cash benefit on our food stamp cards. I think from what I understand, it's a way around a rule that Republicans put in place to try to limit people who could be on food stamps. A sort of passive aggressive take that at the Republicans. So I had $50 on the card. I spent, I think, $13.50 and took out 30. Tops down the street from me, they did some minor remodeling recently and replaced the coolers in the middle part of the store around where the deli is. So now they got a bit bigger section for that. And their cheese section is expanded a bit. So to make up for a package of shredded Parmesan and Romano, I accidentally left out a couple weeks ago and couldn't replace when I went to Wegmans. I wound up buying a tub of Parmesan, tub of Romano separately a few days ago. Which last night I had a big bowl linguine and I used it. The shredded stuff is, in my opinion, a lot better than the powdered stuff. Sawdust! Got a little piece of ham that I'm gonna fry up on Christmas. Christmas really ain't much special for me. But what about celebrating Jesus? Yeah. If celebrating Jesus' birth were a thing, we'd probably be doing it in June. We just, co-opted Yule and took that for that. I mean, yeah, I understand the point. I just don't really get into it as such. And it doesn't help that I don't really have anyone to celebrate it with except for Angel. New Year's Eve is really more of a thing for me than Christmas. Anyway, right now I'm mostly just sitting around waiting for the motivation to get up and fix dinner, whatever that's gonna be. I was looking for ground chicken. They didn't have any ground chicken. I'm gonna have to use ground beef or ground turkey. Just isn't the same. Even ground pork would have been better. But they didn't have that either. Oh well. You play the hand you're dealt. Jesus freak out.